I just was terrified.
I'm just gonna be this 80-year-old with a tramp stamp.
I absolutely hate it. I hate it.
Hi, my name is Ken, and I'm going to tell you about my tattoo horror story. So I'm a huge Spice Girl fan. Favorite Spice Girl is Posh Spice. Victoria Beckham is amazing. I decided to go to a tattoo parlor for their $30 tattoo day and get a cheap tattoo. I have never done that before, and I was like, why not? And I go in and they have an easel with all their tattoos that they're offering for $30. I didn't see anything that I liked. Nothing was a Spice Girl. There's nothing cool except for letters. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna get Posh written on my wrist. I went and I paid for it, went back in line, and I think they had 2 tattoo artists that were doing it, and it was just like this mechanical thing, like people were just going in, out, in, out. Probably should have been like, maybe I should come back on another day, but nope, I wanted this tattoo. Their $30 tattoo, best thing ever. So finally, after maybe a couple hours of waiting, my turn, this guy was not pleasant at all. He just looked miserable. I understand, you're tattooing people all day, but I'm like, this is my body. Don't do that. I was trying to be extra friendly, and I'm like, hi, and he's just like, and then he takes out the razor to cut my arm hair off. My underarm does not have that much on there. He just started kind of just painting away with the razor, and blood was everywhere. And I'm just sitting there like, he gets the temporary tattoo, which he puts on first to show me, and it was a little bit bigger than I wanted. I was really scared to be like, this isn't what I wanted, because he looked like hell. Like, he was not having it. So I was like, okay, we're here, I'm bleeding, let's get this over with. I let him just do what he wanted. 45 minutes later, he was done. During the process, he was wiping every once in a while, and he wasn't wiping like ink or like the blood from his tattooing. It was the blood from the cuts that he made on my wrist with a razor. I just was terrified with a smile because I don't know what to do. He put on the clear plastic, bandage around my arm after I was done. I looked at it and it looked like it was like it rained blood on my arm. I walked out, never went back there again, and I don't think I'm ever gonna get a cheap tattoo ever again. It's not what I wanted. It does not speak posh. It doesn't look like something Victoria Beckham would like. If she saw it on me, she'd be like, I like it because it's part of me. Let's leave it at that.
Hi, I'm Farron, and today I'm gonna be telling you about my tattoo horror story. I got my first tattoo when I was like 21 or 22-ish. It was true what they say, like once you get your first one, you're sort of addicted. I got my next one probably like 6 months after that, and then I got my next one probably like a year after that, and then I got my next one like 6 months after that. I was with my girlfriend for like maybe a year or so, and she was really into stars. One day we were walking around and she was like, we should get tattoos today. And so I was like, okay, that's fine. I'm addicted now. I've gotten one, so now I'm like a big deal. So like I can get another one. We went into the tattoo shop and she found the one that she wanted. And then I was like, I'm not really feeling any of these, but I was like, I'm just gonna do it because I love her. And then I stumbled upon the one that I have now. Like one big star and then like 5 little stars like around it. Why I chose that, I don't know. Next thing to do was to choose where I'm gonna put it. And of course at like 21, 22, you're like, where's the best place to put a tattoo? I know, my lower back. Then to add insult to injury, the tattoo shop that we went to was sort of sketch, so they did a really, really terrible job. And so now, anytime you rub your fingers over it or your hand over it, you can feel it. So like, I'm reminded of this day of my life that I wish I could take back by this like Braille tattoo that I have on my back right now that probably says like, you're dumb in Braille. Imagine every single time you like wear a bathing suit or, you're meeting somebody from, you're going, and they're asking you like, what is this tattoo on your back? And every single tattoo that you have has a really great meaning and story, except for this tramp stamp. I've thought about getting it removed, but it just seems like such a big waste of money and time, and I've dealt with it this long. I can deal with it a little bit longer. I'm just gonna be this 80-year-old with a tramp stamp. And I can't stop saying tramp stamp, because that's what it is.
Hi, I'm Elena, and today I will be telling you about my tattoo horror story. I only have 2 tattoos currently. I will get more, but the second tattoo I got, I was like, oh God, I'm not sure I'll ever get another tattoo again. I think with tattoos, you always have the thing that's in your head, and then the thing that ends up being on your body is slightly different probably than what you had in your head. But like, that being said, like, a lot of artists get close, like especially if you're like working with the artist. I had this idea in my head that I wanted to get a tattoo with my pets on it. I have a bunny named Empanada who is just an absolute legend. And I have this kitten named Taquito. I wanted to get kind of like a yin and yang, almost where their bodies kind of like fit into each other. And I finally found the perfect human, and I thought, oh my God, like I love every single thing she makes. Like there's no way she can mess this up. We booked the appointment. I had sent her an email with like a bunch of pictures and videos of my pets because I wanted her to like be able to see them and like get their personalities and their likeness. She's like, no worries, thanks for sending all those things. I'll just be in the back drawing for like the next 20 to 30 minutes and then I'll come out and you know, we'll get going. An hour goes by and she is not back from drawing. And then an hour and a half goes by. I'm meanwhile getting very nervous, like, why is it taking so long? And then she comes out with a sketch and I absolutely hate it. I hate it. I'm starting to make these like very panicked like calls of like, well, maybe we just change like this little detail, or we start trying to change this. But, you know, I didn't know how to say no. I didn't know how to be like, I don't like this. She like went to the back to like redo the parts that we had, you know, talked about redoing. And meanwhile, I'm having like a low-key panic attack. And at this point, I realized this tattoo is gonna cost like several $100s more than I had originally thought it was going to. So I'm just like, oh my God, I'm about to make a very expensive mistake. I didn't want to like upset her or make her mad at me or disappointed. And that's very, very silly because this is like a stranger who I will never see again. She comes back out with this second sketch and I still don't love it. But at this point I'm exhausted. It's been like 2.5 hours and I'm just like, okay, it's fine, just like put it on me, I'm done. Like I'm done being able to like feel anything about this, just like put it on me. And so she did, because I told her to. I would have rather like not disappointed a complete stranger than let them put something on my body that will absolutely not go away unless I remove it with like lasers and shit. I wish I had made a lot of different choices. It's not a contract you've already signed once you've walked in the door. Find diplomatic ways to be like, let's pause, I need to think about it. Like as you continue to change, you can continue to play with like how you're expressing yourself visually on your body.